Hey everyone, this is the ShutInBakas. My name is Chris. Today we're doing an actual review for once instead of just another depressing update video or talking about streaming services shutting down. Today we're talking about a radically underrated show this season called Uramichi-Oniisan, or Life Lessons with Uramichi-Oniisan, which is basically, according to the well, not even according, it's just as. It's a show about a guy who works on a show set for children. He was a gymnast that didn't, go far. He failed his profession. So now he's a exercise, tutor, I guess, an exercise teacher for this children's show. And he just hates his life so much. he despises the fact that he has to do this, and he's just got the most plain, I'm gonna say relatable sense to work life I can think of, because he's just got such a I don't want to be here attitude, but he'll put up with it because he's gonna make money, and I find that really funny. And there's a whole bunch of supporting characters as well, with their own specific problems, such as the girl here, who's Utano. She's a failed pop idol who basically has a boyfriend who's a comedian who's also failing his career. And they've been together for 6 years, and she gets into a real tangent whenever someone talks about marriage, because she's 32 years old and she's not married, and that really annoys her. Yeah, and there's other people like Ikiteru, I think that's his name, Ikiteru. I think he was also a pop idol. Mitsuo, which I'm not actually sure what he was. Well, let's look it up right now, since, we have the time. So, well, okay, it doesn't seem to say, sorry. So, yeah, we've got Mitsuo, which is the more straight guy. We've got Tobikichi, which seems to be another gymnast who came out of college around the same time as Uramichi. And yeah, overall, these characters are pretty funny. Very relatable. Now, lots of people say this show is just kind of a bit meh, because it's got a very cynical outlook on life. My outlook on life is very cynical, so this works for me quite well. I'm only 20 years old, by the way, so the fact that this show works for me so well is a bit alarming. This show has a really banger of an opening and ending. The opening is ABC Taiso, which is done by Ikiteru, the two voice actors, sorry. Ikiteru and Utano. So those actual real singers in real life, so they can actually voice act. So that's cool. And Dream On, which, oh man, it's such a good song. I recommend looking it up on YouTube right now. Dream On by Mamoru Miyano, because it's just a banger. Or just even look up the ending for Uramichi-Oniisan, because it's chill, it's nice, and it actually just kind of sums up the show really well, because a lot of people think this show is just comedy and it's just cynical humor, but that's actually not the case. It's actually quite, I don't know, realistic in a sense, because while there is humor in it, don't get me wrong, this is a comedy show, there's actually quite a lot of, slice of life moments. So a few episodes ago, there was a time where we were slideshowing through the characters going through their normal lives on their days off. Uramichi was sitting at home smoking because he's got nothing else to do, doing his weight training, stuff like that. Other people, they were doing their shopping, and the girl with the boyfriend, she was at one of his stand-up comedy routines, and she was laughing at a joke that wasn't funny, so she was the only one laughing and looking embarrassed and depressed. So yeah, it's actually kind of fun, just seeing what these characters do in their off time, considering all you see from them really is their over-the-top happy personalities for the show. And yeah, I think it's a good contrast, because it actually kind of shows what people go through in these environments. So, like, I think this is a good show in showing that people aren't always 100% happy. Like, they put up a good front for their workplace, and then at home they're like, pretty mellow and bored and kind of depressed, because that's just how it is. You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you have some you time, go to sleep, and repeat for days and years and forever until you die. But yeah, I mean, that got kind of dark quickly. But yeah, I think the show overall does a good job at mixing the tone between workplace like normality, like being positive at work to keep your job and stuff, especially for these guys' profession, which is me being a child's TV show host. And then being at home and just being normal. And I think more shows need to do that. Like, they need to show the more normal sense of life, where not everybody is extremely happy all the time, and not everyone is always wanting to do, over the top stuff. Like, people are just people, they're normal. Like, I know that's not a very interesting topic, but I think it's a topic that most anime hasn't tried, because most shows try and, I guess, make life seem a bit more fun, so that people can try and, escape from their real lives. So, yeah, I mean, overall, that's my thoughts on the whole ordeal. We're actually halfway in now. We're on episode 6. Well, technically, halfway in a bit. There's going to be 13 episodes, apparently, so that's neat. I'm interested to know where they're going to go, if they're going to add in a plot development, or if they're just all going to be one-off stories. Because the latest episode was a hot spring episode, because, of course. And, yeah, I mean, that was the first time we actually got any fan service, because there was scenes with the ladies who work at the show in the hot springs, and, that was something, I guess, because most of the show is centered around the guys just being bros and depressed. Yeah, so seeing some women in the show was nice. And yeah, I think overall I actually really like this show. It's actually slowly getting up there as one of my favorite comedies, just because it for some reason catches me in a way. I'm not sure how it does it, but I just kind of relate to it, even though I haven't had to go through a full 40-day week hour or anything. I'm still working part-time currently myself. But yeah, probably this is just I've always thought this way about life for the most part, just always never had the most positive outlook. So maybe that's why it kind of looks looks like a better show in my eyes, because, everything is kind of mellow. Anyway, highly recommend you go watch it. It's running on Funimation at the moment. It's the one show I'm watching on Funimation right now. So, yeah, I'd recommend go watch it. It's it's a really easy show to just put in the background if you really need to. And it's funny if you're into that kind of cynical humor like I am. Anyway, thanks all for watching. Hit the like button really helps us out. Hitting the subscribe button will obviously let you know when we're uploading videos, and the notifications will give you little dings whenever we're uploading videos, which I'm trying to do a bit more often now. The reason the upload schedule is a bit inconsistent is because I lose motivation and things to record, more or less, so I need to get into something. Maybe just start recording episodes on shows that are currently airing. I don't watch a lot of currently airing shows, so that is an issue, so I'd have to start doing that. But, yeah, so, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.